guys feel like everything you've done practice-wise you can do, and what's the next 48 hours going to be like for you guys?
Well, it'll be kind of a typical what would be a Thursday night for us. We're off, our players are off, and coaches are off, and I'm sure we like to refer to it as date night with the coaches and their wives, and a chance to finally see our wives. And then it'll be really a typical Friday outside of a luncheon that we've got in the middle of the day. But outside of that, we'll treat it just like we would any Friday before a game. We'll start meetings at 2:30 and lead its way through walkthrough, and then we'll go tour the stadium and back to the hotel for night meetings, and then go to bed and treat it like a typical Saturday.
Difference though with this is you've had almost 4 weeks off. How much are you kind of chomping at the bit to get back out there?
Well, I think we're a little antsy. We're ready to go, and you can probably feel that in tonight's practice. It was very spirited. Guys are excited, but all in all, it's been a great 3.5 weeks or whatever it's been since we started this process. Really proud of our kids, of the way they've approached this thing and done everything we've asked, and they've really prepared well mentally and physically. And then taking the time to enjoy the experiences along the way of this thing, from the banquet to the practices back up in Seattle, to the flight down, to the experiences here of the zoo and SeaWorld, and then today the USS Ronald Reagan. And so they've embraced all of those things, but at the same time they've done a really nice job of focusing on the task at hand, and that's come down here to play a football game.
I'm sure back in your playing days you would have said to yourself a ton of times, I'd love to have a second crack at those guys after a tough loss. How much does that motivate this ball club to have a second chance at these guys?
Well, I think the biggest thing we'd like to do is at least put our best foot forward. And if you guys remember the press conference after that game, my major disappointment was the fact that we just didn't play very well. And I can live with the fact that they played a very good football game against us, but I just like to think that we could play better than we did. And so to have that opportunity again is one that I think we're embracing.
Are there guys, you said yesterday, maybe today was the day you declare guys completely out?
Yeah, Talia's not going to be able to go. Sean Parker won't be able to go. Cody Bruns will be able to go. Chris Robinson will be able to go. Ryan Tolar will be able to go.
Cody will play, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your seniors? You did something out here, but they've been through a lot. Can you sense they're a little more appreciative of this than maybe the freshmen?
Well, I think they're all very appreciative, but I'm thankful for our senior class, and I've said this numerous times that for everything they've been through, the adversity on the field, off the field, the ups, the downs, the coaching change, for 4 and 5 years of it, and then to what we went through this year. I'm appreciative of the fact that they came to work every day with a great mindset and set a real tone for this football program as we move forward. And this is a great reward for them to be able to play in a bowl game, before their career was over. And they'll always be part of this family. We're always here for them. And hopefully some of the experiences and lessons that they learned over their time here that they can carry with them throughout life and use as motivators. That it's not always how things start, and adversity is going to strike. It's how you deal with that adversity and what you do with it that can shape where you're headed, and hopefully they can take that with them.